Well, we have another question here. The question says, given, excuse me, given cos to beta, cos of 2b equal to 3/5, and b is in between 0 degrees and 90 degrees, determine without using a calculator the value of each of the following in this simplest form, or in its simplest form, I meant to say. All right, now let's start. It is given that, I'm going to write here 5.4. It is given that cos of 2b equal to 3/5. 3/5. And then, excuse me, the question says that b is in between 90 degrees, 0 degrees and 90 degrees. So we already know that cos of the angle is opposite over adjacent over hypotenuse. So this is like we have like opposite side, and no, not opposite, adjacent side. Okay, adjacent side over hypotenuse. So I prefer to first draw my triangle here. No, I wanted to draw a right angle triangle. Okay. In the first quadrant, because that's where we have like 0 and 90 degrees is in the first quadrant. You know, if you draw a circle like that, 0 here and then 90 degrees there. In this quadrant is where in this first quadrant, that's where the angle beta is, B is, so angle B is there. Now, by looking at the equation, we say that cos of the angle, not B, but, okay, in this case, 2B, okay, let's take 2B. Because we have like 2B there. Okay, now in this situation, because we said cos of the angle is adjacent over hypotenuse, meaning this is 3 and this part is 5. Now, I prefer to first find this missing side, okay, before I start answering the questions that follows. So we can do that by the help of Pythagorean theorem that says that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. Okay, we need to find, we have x, we have r, but we don't have y. So y is what we need to find them. Then we can substitute the values. Okay, it's 5 squared equal to 3 squared plus y squared. And then this makes 25 equal to 9 minus y squared. And then that makes actually plus here. So if I move, that makes minus 9 equal to y squared. And that would make 16 equal to y squared, which means y squared equal to 16. So we can work out the value of y. So we square root both sides. We square root here, we square root there, and then this will be y will be equal to y squared will be equal to 4 to the power of 2, and then y will be equal to 4. And then in the first quadrant, we just want to take positive 4, not minus 4. Now that we find all the sides in the triangle, we can start answering the questions. It's like cutting tomatoes, cut onion, cut spices, and then you're just going to put them in the pot. Now let's start solving the question. 5.4.1, 5.4.1, we asked to do cos of B, okay? Now, how can we find cos of B? Because here the angle is not B, but the angle is 2B. So that's 5.4.1. Okay. All we know, cos of B will still be adjacent over hypotenuse, okay? So cos of B will still be, cos of B still be, you know, adjacent side over hypotenuse R. Now, this is still, okay? Now we can do this. Cos, okay, I prefer to write this way. Cos of 2B then, let me move a little bit like that. Cos of 2 theta, we know that this is equal to cos squared theta minus sin squared theta, okay? Or it is also 1 minus 2 sin squared theta, or it can also be 2 cos squared theta minus 1. So we can select any of the formula here. So in this situation, if I take, for instance, because we have like, I think I need to move my board a little bit this way so I can see all these. Okay, just okay. Because we have like cos of 2b equal to 3/5, I can select one of these formula. I'll say, let's take the first one, for instance. This will be cos squared theta. No, not the first one, because I'll have a challenge. Let's take the last one. Let me take the last one because I want cos of b. Okay, I'll take the last one because I have cos of b there. So this can be written as 2 cos squared b, okay, minus 1 equal to 3/5, knowing that, okay, this is just cos of 2b. Oh, this is cos of 2b. Now, if I move the 1 over, that's going to be 2 cos squared b equal to 1 plus 3/5. Okay, so we have like 2 cos squared b equal to 1 is the same thing as 5/5, you know, plus 3/5. So that makes 2 cos squared b equal to 8/5. Then we can divide both sides by 2. Okay, because I don't want this 2 here. I can just divide by 2 and then divide there also by 2, and then this will be cos squared b will be equal to 8/10. Okay, so we can find cos b, which is 8/10. We can just find this by squaring roots. If I put a square root there, I can put the square root over here and square root over there, and this will be what cos b will be equal to. If you use a calculator, you will get 2 roots 2 over roots 10. Okay, square root of 10. Yes. So, or maybe before even we work it out, we can simplify. Okay, this can be simplified. So it's gonna be like root over 4/5. Yes, and then this makes cos b will be equal to 2/5. So cos b equal to 2/5, or someone will prefer to rationalize. Okay, we can also write 2 √5 there. You times by √5 to avoid the denominator to be an irrational number. You times like that, and then this is equal to 2 √5/5. So if your answer is like cos b is 2 √5, or you leave it like 2 √5/5, okay, they are acceptable. Okay, that's cos of b. Then the following question says what? Sin b then, right? Using the same property, because cos 2 theta is also equal to 1 minus 2 sin squared theta. So we can just use the same property. Let me split my board this way. Okay, 5.4.2 will then be, all right, over here then, I'm going to use that formula. So we can write, instead of, because you're like cos of 2b equals to 3/5, Okay, cos2b can also be written as we say there 1 minus 2 sine squared b. Okay, so this is just cos2b, and then equal to 3 over 5. I'm gonna move the 1 over, so this will be 2 sine squared b equal to actually negative 2 sine squared b equal to 3 over 5 minus 1. So this is like negative 2 sine squared b equal to 3 over 5 minus, instead of writing 1, I can just write 5 over 5 because that's 1, because I wanted the denominator to be common. And then this will make negative 2 sine squared b equal to negative 2 over 5. Now, we can divide both sides by negative 2. If I divide by negative 2, I divide here also by negative 2. And then this will become sine squared b equal to, if you do that in the calculator, you'll get positive 1 over 10. So I meant 2 over 10, not 2, I meant 2 over 10. So now sine squared b will then become 1 over 5. So if I need to find the value of sine squared, okay, I can just, of sine, then I'll just square root both sides, square root here, square root there, and then this will become sine of b will be equal to 1 over square root of 5. So we can write sine b equal to 1 over square root 5, or we can also rationalize this one. It's going to be root 5 over 5. So this is the answer of sine b. Okay, and then the last question was, as we can see over here, cos of b plus 45 degrees. I'm gonna move my board over here. I'm going to split my board like this, and then write here 5.4.3. That makes what? Cos b minus 45 degrees. Okay. 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 Let's first write it. It's like we have like cos of b plus 45 degrees. This will be then okay. There's a property that says this. For the compound angles, we have like cos of a plus b, the formula. This will be equal to cos a times cos b, okay, minus sine a times sine b, okay. So in this situation, our a is like b, and then our b is 45 degrees. So this will be, if I want to work out cos of b plus 45, this will be cos b times cos of 45 degrees minus sine b times sine 45 degrees. Okay, and then this will be cos b cos 45 is equivalent to root 2 over 2 minus sine b, okay, times sine 45 is also root 2 over 2. Previously, we did find the value of cos b. Okay, we got cos b, we can check it out. Cos b was 2 over root 5. So we can do, this is like 2 over square root of 5 times root 2 over 2 minus sine b. We also find it, it was 1 over root 5, okay. So this will be 1 over root 5 times root 2 over 2. Then we can simplify, okay, root 2 and 2, and this will make what? Okay, excuse me. This will make 2, not 2, but 1 square root of 2 over root 5 minus the square root of 2 over over 2 root 5. And then okay, I prefer not to simplify. Let's not simplify it and then solve it as it was. Okay, like that. Let's not simplify it yet. So it's going to be 2 root 2 over 2 root 5 minus root 2 over 2 root 5. Okay, now that the denominator are common, we can just work out the numerator. So it's going to be like 2 root 2. It's going to be like 2 root 2 minus root 2 over 2 root 5. So 2 root 2 minus 1 root, because root 2 is like 1 root 2. So this 2 is just equal to 1 root 2. So root 2 over 2 root 5. So this is the answer. Okay, the answer may look different than but it's still the same thing if we rationalize it, because we can rationalize. It's going to be like root 2 all over 2 root 5. So if I need to rationalize, I'll times here by root 5 to cancel the radical sign at the denominator. I times there also by root 5. And then by doing so, you see this makes what? Square root of 10 over 10 times 5, because root 5 times root 5 makes 5. And then this is like square root of 10, over 10. That's the final answer. So you can see if someone roots this one and that one, you still have same mark. So it's going to be cos B plus 45 degrees. Okay, this will be equal to, you can write square root of 2 over 2 root 5, or you can also say square root of 10 over 10. Both are correct. Thank you.